Good morning, dear student. In continuation of the topic, today we will take accounting equation for few more step ahead. As you are aware of that, accounting equation is totally based on net effect of asset is always equal to liabilities plus capital. Now, if you can see here, accounting equation is also can be explained like this. It is a kind of mathematical expression which show the asset and liabilities and capital of a firm. Asset, liabilities and capital is always equal. Asset is always equal to liabilities plus capital. Actually, when you will analyze, liabilities is the main word. It can be divided into two parts: external liabilities and internal liabilities. So here, for your syllabus, capital is known as internal liabilities and other are known as external liabilities, or to say liabilities. To equate this one, we can take an example of that. Suppose you have started a business and you have invested rupees 5 lakh as capital into the business. We are aware of that. If you can remember the very first concept of accounting, business entity concept, what was explained there? Business is totally separate from its owner proprietor, and normally we record transactions in the book of business. So you have to analyze the transaction from the point of view of business. Think in depth a bit. If you have started a business, then what will be the effect in business books of account? You have invested 5 lakhs, so you will be the owner, and the amount invested by you will be termed as capital. In the same time, in the books of business, asset will also increase because you have all given rupees 5 lakh, isn't it? You have to analyze properly. So here is the effect that is produced. Asset 5 lakh, there is no balance, no effect on liabilities, and capital is 5 lakh because capital 5 lakh, and same in the cash balance of business, it will also increase by 5 lakh. So capital will also increase by 5 lakh and cash will also increase by 5 lakh because it is always based on two folds. The same equation is also called, as you can see here, balance sheet equations. Now we are going to take few examples based on transactions. Asset is equal to liabilities plus capital can be expressed differently, and it always keep in your mind that the net, it always show the net effect. Okay, net effect of various transaction, but for your understanding I am just going to show you individual transactions. Transactions may be of two types: a transaction affecting two items and a transaction affecting more than two items. So first of all, we are going to consider here a transaction affecting two items. Here two items means asset, liabilities or capital. In the first part, we will learn those examples of transaction that are going to affect two items in opposite way. Means one is either, one will be asset and second will be either liability or capital. So for the first example, as we have already learned that business started with capital rupees 1 lakh. So cash will also increase rupees 1 lakh and capital will also increase rupees 1 lakh. I'm going to be more elaborative on this one because it may create confusion that you have only given capital and how cash has increased. So for a better understanding, just keep a rupee in front of you, a rupee or rupees, say 500 rupees. 500 rupees, keep on your study table and take it as a capital. So capital is invisible actually, but you can see 500 cash. So business would have a dual effect. Capital that you have invested, it is already on the desk, 500, and cash that is visible in front of you is 500. So cash here will increase and cash is asset and capital is term here as, you can say also equity, isn't it? Come to the next example. Increase in one asset, increase in one liability or liability. Suppose the business has taken a loan from bank for rupees 50,000. So obviously you have taken loan from bank of rupees 50,000. Your obligation is also going to be created by 50,000. That will be termed here bank loan because in future you will have to pay that. So this will enter as liabilities, and certainly your bank balance will also increase by that 50,000 because nowadays bank don't give cash, they will transfer in your account rupees 50,000. So there will be a increase in cash at bank and bank loan. So increase in cash at bank is increase in asset. Increase in bank loan will be taken as increase in liabilities. Again, you can see the equation is equal. Come to the next. Decrease in asset, decrease in owner's capital. See, we are analyzing effect of opposite side. One will be asset, another will be liabilities or capital. I think you are aware with the word drawing. It was explained in the first chapter. Again, I am giving you or explaining you for this one. A drawing denotes the part of amount that is withdrew by the proprietor from the business for his personal use to meet its household expenses. So when the owner will withdraw cash from the business, certainly the cash balance of the business will reduce and investment of owner into the business will also reduce, or to say capital will reduce. So now we take an example. Cash withdrew by the owner rupees 10,000. Drawing always represent personal withdrawal of proprietor. You can see here cash in bracket 10,000, because in accounting equation we will use negative amount instead of minus, we will use bracket. Cash 10,000 reduced, capital reduced 10,000 due to drawing. If you will sum up the transaction of A and C, be more elaborative on that one. Cash balance in transaction A was 1 lakh and capital was 1 lakh. So 10,000 was withdrew. So cash will also reduce by 10,000. So its balance will be 90,000. And capital balance will also reduce by 10,000 and its balance will also be 90,000. So again the equation is equal, isn't it? Now here come to the next transaction. Decrease in asset, decrease in liabilities. You have already taken we have already taken an example of loan taken from bank. Now suppose you have paid that bank loan, so your obligation whatever will reduce. So it will reduce, it will decrease liability, and obviously the mode of payment will be bank through check. Check always represent bank with few exception. So cash at bank balance will also reduce by 30,000 and bank loan will also reduce by 30,000. So again the effect will be equal. Now the other two examples that you can see are one-sided example. Previous four examples were a kind of transaction that are going to affect opposite side. One was asset and another was liabilities or capital. Here you can see the transaction will affect on either side, either asset or liabilities. So first of all, you can see the example. Purchase of machinery for cash rupees 50,000. So if any organization, enterprises, business is going to business has purchased machinery and payment was made through cash or through check. Here the example is payment was made through cash. Certainly the asset will increase, machinery, so that the balance of machinery will increase by 50,000, and the same time the balance of cash will decrease by 50,000. So you can see the same effect. There won't be an effect overall. Again, asset will 0, liabilities will 0, and capital will 0. Again it is equal. Asset is equal to liabilities plus capital. Take another example, a new word for you. If you can remember chapter 1, then well and good. Here bills payable has been used. In a very simple sense, I am explaining you. I'm not going to technical definition of this one because it is a chapter for you that you will study in 11th. Bills payable is a kind of obligation that a person accepts from its creditors. So if a businessman has accepted bills payable, then certainly the balance of creditor will reduce. Or take it simply, creditor's balance will reduce, and the obligation that you will pay bill after 2 months, 3 months, 1 month, it will increase. So here you can see acceptance of bills payable issued by creditors for rupees 30,000. So certainly the balance of creditor will reduce, and instead of creditor, the balance of bills payable will increase. So again there won't be any overall effect. The effect is one-sided on liabilities side only. Based on the given examples, you have to try to write 5 different examples and submit it for each of the transactions that is given here. Okay, till then, goodbye.